And now we're going to switch gear a little bit, and I have a new person I just met just recently at an event on a weekend, and his name is Hassan Thomas, and he's doing something that's very dear to my heart, which is teaching financial literacy to the youth that we all know is so much needed in this environment, and it's not enough is done at school. So Hassan, go ahead and tell us a little bit about this.
For sure, for sure. So my name is Hassan Thomas, CEO and founder of F.L.E, which stands for Your Information, Financial Literacy and Investing. So it's a little wordplay on the word fly for that younger audience, high school, college arena. And I just feel that it's so needed because when I was in high school and college, I was a business management major with a minor in accounting and marketing. So I felt like I had above average financial intelligence. But what about the people who weren't finance majors? What about the people that weren't business majors? What about those people? So I thought if their parents didn't understand the education, they weren't able to teach that to their students. So their students are literally graduating high school or college without understanding how to budget, without understanding how to save, without understanding how to make and manage that money. So that's where I felt like I could come in and be a voice for that younger generation and to see, and I'm not sitting up here like I'm a super expert. I'm a person that is progressing and going along the journey with them because building wealth is a journey. Building wealth and understanding financial literacy takes time. So that's why I'm here. I have my first book, as you see here, it's called From College to COVID, 24 Lessons Learned During the Lockdown to Increase Your Drive, Destiny, and Dollars. And this is a compilation of the 5 lessons that I learned going from college to COVID, starting my entrepreneurial journey, plus 19 lessons from my podcast guests that I interviewed every Friday. We like to call it FinLit Friday. But I'm just super excited to be here and meet and network with great like-minded individuals like yourself, Karina.
Thank you so much. I love your shirt, Creating Everyday Opportunities.
Yes,
CEO. We are all CEOs of our life. We're all
100%.
creating everyday opportunity, and we need to own that. So you are working with the youth, but so where do you reach them? Like at where? Do you at school? Is it after school program? What exactly are you doing?
For sure, for sure. So it's a multitude of media. We go to high schools and colleges and speak, and then we also do live podcasts at high schools and colleges, and we call it edutainment. So of course, entertainment and education, mixing that together, kind of giving the students what they want with the entertainment, and then giving them what they need with the education. Because I feel like whenever we're talking to high school students, whenever we're talking to college students, we can't just talk at them. We have to really show them why this stuff is important, why financial literacy matters, and how it shows up in our everyday lives. We're all here. We couldn't have got here without some type of money for gas. We couldn't have got here without even if we didn't take a car. We couldn't have got here without bus fare or however you got here. So it's clear that everything we do revolves around money. So we need to be educated on that money to, live a successful life.
So, we still have a lot of issues with our belief about money. We all grew up with the usual belief. In my house was money don't grow on trees.
Yep.
Who do you think I am? Rockefeller, stuff like that. And they don't play finance. We don't talk money. Money is almost like a taboo, and we need to get out of that. So how else? Not just for kids, but I think we need to do that for adults as well. We're still there with money is the root of all evil, and we all know it's not money. It's the love, the addiction. But how else can we get the word out?
This is education. That's
ongoing.
What it truly starts with is education, because what I found out is that you fear what you don't understand.
Correct.
So if we can take some away the fear, if we can take the fear out of finance, then you'll start seeing some progression. You'll start seeing people truly understand, because like I mentioned, everything that we do revolves around money. So if we can get the education, we can start seeing, because when you think about it, everything is harder on the opposite end of not knowing and understanding financial education. It costs more for you to buy a car. It costs more for you to buy a house. Sometimes you may not even be able to get a good job if you have a credit score that's not as high as that company wants it to be. So everything we do starts with educating ourselves, and that's why we have the podcast, the F.Y podcast. That comes on every Friday. We interview entrepreneurs, independent artists, athletes, because everything we do revolves around money.
Yep.
So we're able to talk to a lot of different people and relate it back to how they manage that money to get to their position, how they invested that money to continuously build wealth over time. So I think that's where the true change will occur once we find different ways to really bridge that gap between that entertainment and education, make it fun, make it cool, make it fly for those younger folks, and honestly for everybody, because as you know, a lot of people weren't taught, and we can't blame people for not knowing something they were never taught.
Correct. Well, thank you very much. So we all know, and your website again, say it again.
Yes. So you can check out our podcast, F.Y. What it stands for is just for your information, financial literacy, and investing. We have a podcast that drops every Friday. We actually won Podcast of the Year at the Southern Entertainment Awards last year. So we're going up every year, and we're just spreading this message. My goal of F.Y. is to make impact, make income, and have fun.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you again, Ms. Go ahead.
What you just said, sorry, Karina, made me think of, the saying that we have, that money is the root of all evil. And we don't understand how that impacts our psyche and our thinking around money. It makes me think of this woman I heard talking about a seminar that she went to achieve financial abundance from a spiritual perspective. And the speaker came out on the stage and he just pulled out wads of money from his pocket. And he goes, "I love money. I love money." And the audience were like, "Oh my God, that is so crass. It is so, is he a spiritual person?" And he said, "What were you just thinking? That this is just so ugly and I'm not a spiritual person?" He says, "That is why I'm on this stage and you are not."
Wow.
So we have to change
Yes.
this saying that we all grew up with, that
Yes.
money is the root of all evil. It isn't.
Yes.
We need money, as you were saying, Hassan. We need money for every single thing that we do in our lives. We need money for everything that we want to achieve in our lives. And until we can say to ourselves, "I love money because it will help me to do good things in this world."
Yes.
So thank you so much, Hassan, for the
Yes,
work that
thank
you're
you for
doing.
that.
For sure.
But
for
I'm
sure.
going to piggyback on what you said about the spiritual connection, and we all understand everything is flow, and to keep the flow going, what goes around comes around. We say money is currency. Currency is electricity. Electricity never stops. It just keeps going. So we also have to come into the mindset, especially for entrepreneurs and small business owners, that when you ask for free, are you willing to give your stuff up for free? So we have to remember, when you say, "I am going to purchase your program, I'm going to participate in this coaching," whatever that whatever the money you put into there, that investment, it's saying, "I'm willing to invest in myself." Someone else will then, that money is going to come back to you. But if you don't let it out, it can't come back. Right? Coming from a metaphysical perspective.
Absolutely. And, one of the affirmations that we can use in our everyday lives is like, every dollar that I spend returns to me tenfold. I think that's such a positive way at looking at how we spend money. Because everybody, we've been brought up to think that we have to hoard. We have to hoard money, not thinking that we really need to be exchanging. It's an energy, as you say. We need to be exchanging it. And the more that we exchange it in love, is the more that love is returned to us.
Correct. Thank you very much, Hassan, for joining us today. That was very educational and informational. And I'm so excited with my first group of people, because what a bunch of experts that showed up today.
Don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe to my channel, Dr. Karina Felix, for more videos.